Lil Durk is charged in a murder for hire scheme. We're working right now to get more details on this investigation, but we know the 32-year-old was arrested Thursday by U.S. Marshals in Florida and is being held in custody. Earlier this month, Banks was sued for his alleged involvement in the deadly shooting of another rapper in Chicago, FBG Duck, that happened 4 years ago. Weekly's family says Banks had a hand in that gang-related shooting in 2020 in the city's Gold Coast neighborhood. Lil Durk and his team didn't comment on that lawsuit, but of course, we'll be sure to provide you with an update when we learn more about the charges Banks is now facing.
That's crazy that, to be so successful.
Yes, come on.
Everybody knows him, and they've seen a lot of, his videos, and he's been with some of the mega stars or whatever.
Yes.
To still be a part of that life that you have already, distanced yourself, because I've seen him in the community. He's doing community activism, all of that, getting a key to the city of Chicago is what I hear. You did all these different things, but however, you still ties. And I guarantee the feds, because the feds, they're not gonna indict you unless they know that they got you. So this is not, oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and get past this or whatever. No, or see what sticks. No, they got somebody talking.
Kane,
Guaranteed.
Kane, just a quick, brief history.
Go ahead.
Okay. Lil Durk, okay, just turned 32 years old. You right. Just was given the key to the city in Chicago, and then within the same week, indicted on federal charges for conspiracy to contract to commit murder. Okay. And 5 members of his OTF, only the family, that's his group. Okay. They're not charged as a gang, but what is reading like, they're not a gang, but they do criminal activity. Okay. Criminal activity. Okay. And it's all stemming from when King Von was killed, okay, in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. Quando Rondo was there. Okay. One of his guys, or we can say his shooter, little Timmy, end up King Von. And everybody been saying he's gonna slide. He's gonna slide, meaning he's gonna do what he has to do to put Quando Rondo down. And in California, where this indictment is coming from, just was it a year ago? Quando Rondo was there. 5 personnel from Chicago, that's OTF, affiliated with OTF, flew out there, hotel rooms, OTF credit cards, and then they followed that SUV at a gas station and they lit it up.
According to the indictment, Kevon Grant allegedly rented 2 cars, one of which had a fake license plate for the men to use and follow Rondo and his 24-year-old cousin. But when Rondo and his cousin stopped for gas, according to prosecutors, Asa Houston allegedly drove to a nearby alley before Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and a third unidentified man known in the indictment as co-conspirator 2 carried out the shooting, which was captured on surveillance video. Rondo wasn't injured. However, his cousin passed away after being fatally wounded. According to court documents, the 5 men and co-conspirators used facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, such as planes, cars, cell phones, and the internet, with intent that the murder of TB be committed. After the shooting, according to the indictment, the men went to a nearby burger spot to discuss payment. Then on the same day, the credit card was used to purchase tickets for Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, Asa Houston, DeAndre Wilson, and co-conspirator 2 to travel back to Chicago. Lil Durk wasn't named in the charging documents against Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston. But according to the indictment, the defendants were offered money and lucrative music opportunities with OTF for the murder of Quando Rondo. Prior to Lil Durk's arrest, the Chicago rapper was being sued by the mother of Chicago drill rapper FBG Duck. FBG Duck was murdered in 2020, and his death led to several convictions in a federal conspiracy trial last January. But his mother sued Lil Durk, OTF, and King Von's estate, alleging they were all involved in the shooting as well.
Quando Rondo was not killed, but his cousin was. That's the indictment charges right there. And then this other charge that they're talking about, FBG Duck, another Chicago drill rapper who was on the come up, his mother, Mama Duck, put that charge in that, hey, he paid for my son to be murdered. He profited off of music, talking about my son's murder. So to have all of that money that he has, work with all these audience, and then want to keep it real. But you said he did a lot of community service. The Chicago mayor, who we both do not support, he donated a lot of money to his campaign. They questioned him. He said, well, I can't condemn another black man before all of these charges, because they're charges. When it's a conviction, that's a different story. So, what's going on in Chicago with the drill rap and all of these things, we're just going to see what Lil Durk, his consequences are going to be. To me, he threw his life away because, Lil Durk, I believe he has 8 kids also, okay?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I'm curious in what the congregation has to say about this. These drill rappers and trying to quote unquote keep it real. I mean, why? Why? You have an opportunity to get out of the situation that you were in, but you still, if for some reason you still want to, be a part of it. So what do y'all think? In the comments. Let us know. Let us know what y'all think about this, and we'll kind of keep up with it or whatever, because this is just the beginning. Because guaranteed, he has to get his crew together, his legal team or whatever. He has to get them together and then try to fight this. But I don't. That's an uphill battle, man. Especially when the feds involved.
And Kane, I'll say this: when it's a federal indictment, the RICO charges, I believe the feds, they're between 95 and 97% conviction rate, so we will see what's going to happen. I mean, that's a high percentage right there.
Of course.
This puts you in mind of Young Thug situation, but that's not federal. And I'll ask you this too, and we're going to get off of it. But is this a problem in our community? Do we hear country singers doing things like this, or anybody else doing things like this? Or it's just that we got to be hard? Come on. We got to be hard and show everybody what we're about. Come on.
Yeah, it's ignorant, and a lot of people don't. Even the people that don't have money in different other communities, not the urban community, they steal. Same thing. They don't act like this. Why do we act like this? Think about it. Put it in the comments. Let us know, man. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up, man, and hit the subscribe button. It ain't hard to do. We got some other things queued up, man. We're trying to keep this thing going.
Yes.
But we'll come back to it. Like I said, this is just, an introduction of what's going on. And then as things progress, we'll hit on it for sure. And that's the uncomfortable truth. Hey, baby.
Do something. Let's go.
For sure. Right below me, hey, we have a playlist of similar interests and social issues and things that you are interested into. Click on it.
And congregation, just where I'm pointing, this is what YouTube recommends for you to watch because of the content that you've seen of us. Click it.
For sure.
Watch
Do
it
for us.
and
Below.
share it.